Alright, let's do fuzzy lookup. Okay, we're pulling from a flat file that's got some countries. It's got some people with race and country, and then there's an ID column. But these countries, we need to clean them up. So we're going to look them up on a lookup table with fuzzy lookup to try to clean them up. So like that should be France, so we want to match that to France. And that should be USA, and these are lowercase, they should be uppercase, and Germany with an E. This isn't even in there. Of course, that's perfect. So this is just a flat file. We're bringing it. I took race out of it. We don't need race. So okay, and then that just comes into the fuzzy lookup. And here we have a connection to our lookup table. And then here we need to define our matchups. So we've got that incoming. This is the incoming data, and you can see race is gone. I removed it. We've got country, and we drag and drop that onto country name. This is our lookup, and we want to check the box of things that we want to put back in the stream. I want to see both the ID and the name, though we might not want that in business case, depending on business case. But here, let's just so we can see what's going on. Let's see them all. And then you got this advanced tab, which is a lot. And notice you come down here and you don't have all those columns down here. You can't make all those changes, all those. You can't. There's no granularity or anything here. You come over to the advanced tab. Now this looks a lot like that other advanced tab. But one thing you got to remember is this is only really for that one column we're matching on. Now I guess you could match on more than one column, but typically you're only going to match one column. So this is all for that one column. And you have this is new, maximum number of matches per lookup. So if it's close to more than one thing in the lookup table, you could actually have it return more than one row, I guess. And then of course you have your similarity threshold, and the more you increase this, the more it's not going to match, the more it's going to demand it to be a good strong match. And then you have your delimiters, which are basically things to tell it to ignore. In this case, they went ahead and gave us the carriage return. They didn't give us that before. Otherwise, those are the same, and this was the same. Though I added this. If it's a text field, you're not expecting numbers, so I put the numbers in there, so we'll get the numbers. One of my fields actually has a number in it, and it was refusing to look at that. It was not able to find the USA with a 1. That 1 threw it, and it gave a 0 for the fuzzy lookup. But then when I added the numbers in, it ignored it. It just treated it like white space. So that's an important thing to do if you're matching on text. And okay, so let's look at our output. So here is our output. Now it didn't say anything. In the group lookup, it shows us that it's going to output all these columns, and we can even change the name and everything. But here they just show up by surprise. We didn't get any hint that this was coming. But yeah, this looks a lot like the fuzzy group. But anyway, here's our incoming data, these first 3 columns. We got our ID, our name, and then the country name. These are the bad values, like the Germany with an E, and there's the USA with a 1, and these are lowercase. And then this is our lookup table. So here's our proper code, which is probably what we would want in our output. And here's what we're looking up against, our proper names. And you can see here's the USA's capitalized, and you can see the USA, they matched up perfectly. So you can see that there was no tick mark to let us do case sensitive or not. So you can't do case sensitive with a fuzzy lookup. It's not a choice. It's always going to be case insensitive, but it is sensitive to numbers unless you put the number in that field. So, but with the number in the field, it ignores it. So, oh, that's interesting. It's ignoring it, but yet it's still somehow throwing it off a little bit, because it doesn't throw these off at all. This is 100%. This is almost 100%. So it's still seeing that as something. That's interesting. I wonder what it's seeing it as. And then here you can see France matched up with a good matching. I just changed the S there. And then you can say UK was a total hit. And this second Germany is perfect match, but see, this one's with an E, still a strong match. Japanese is not in the lookup table, so you get a null. And the empty is not in the lookup table, so you get a null. So you probably want to, if you're not expecting it to not find a match, then you probably want to do something about looking for the nulls. Okay, that's it.